Hey friends, welcome back to the video. Just a quick update. I had two sessions. You can see it hasn't been great for us. Unbelievable, isn't it? It's very unbelievable. So what happened is that, he did 272, hit the second session, went down, and then all of a sudden I was at about 230 and stuff, 220. And then I went to bounce back. And then right before I finished, I had a series of about four or five bad beats, and I got down and I was about 229. Next session I logged in, and then we ended up at 189. So the last session I played really bad, was just calling three bets too wide. Session before that, I was just a bit unlucky. We should have been really around 220, 260, 270 still. But anyway, we dropped down to 5 and L. Cancel Christmas at this stage, but you never know. We do somewhat bounce back quite hard when we do. But anyway, we're gonna have six tables at 5 and L. So it's not the end of the world. Well, as long as we keep playing poker, we'll be happy with that. No camera at the moment. Can't show you my face at the moment. Anyway, what we will be doing anyway. Um, so we got 4,000 points so far for the fish points that we're going to try to get to. We're going to try and get to about 6,000. So that'll be good. We still have 15 days for that. So currently got about 13 big blinds for the daily flip and go. So we can still bounce back there and still log in later or get in tomorrow and still have an extra 30 or $50 on top. So we could easily get back on top and get back to $10 as early as tomorrow. And also, the last thing too is we want to try and play, especially on the weekend. We want to have a get into some of the daily free rolls. So then we can get into the weekly free rolls, which is I think it's 100K. So that would be actually a really good time to get into. So we need to earn ourselves a ticket there. So we've got a bit of poker to be playing on the weekend. I think on a Friday night we'll probably try and play that at about 9 p.m. on a Friday night, because they do run at 9 a.m. in the morning and 9 p.m. at night. So 9 p.m. at night, typically we'll have to lean towards the weekend. So anyway, nice hand ace queen. Been playing a little bit too loose out of position. We'll full bet here, king 10, try and steal from a blind position. It's only a low three bet, so I'm gonna call. And we hit the straight. It's gonna check shove, I guess. All right, we'll bet this one. You never know what he's got now. All right, king 10's just gonna let go. A lot of times we'll get a either shove or fold on the flop. We'll just let it go now anyway. We did see bet to hit our range, but unfortunately he doesn't believe. We'll just fold there. It's fine. Playing a dangerous game there. So we are too. So that is somewhat us adapting. So normally I just spew chips there. You could probably possibly jam all in and go for a total bluff as well. It's probably higher variance and it'll probably work some of the time, but it'll feel terrible when they do call you down. All right. So we got pocket twos. Do our position. We can call this one. He checks here. He's going to like the ace, but doesn't mean he's going to be weak. I should have set a fours in the bottom right. We're going to raise this one up and see how we go. Obviously, he's going to fold. The other thing is we could have just checked behind it and see what he does in the river. But there was ton of a ton of straights coming out, a ton of flushes. So just needed to throw that bet in and see if he got sticky with a super draw. And obviously the board could still pair up. All right, so we either flush with pocket threes. Do we call one more? I think we call one more. Hopefully he hasn't got a club. It could be just a chop now. All right, lucky. So we called when we were in front on the turn. Just unfortunate that the river chopped. queen jack in a fold. Could be dominated there a lot of the time. Yeah, we hit the jack, but he could easily hit the king. Just in no man's land, so I think it's best just to let that one go. Still going to continue the trait. So let me know if you're enjoying just a couple of episodes, one episode a day, rather than every single session I record. I know there's going to be a bit of holes in the bankroll. So it'll be like, you get to see all of a sudden I'm down like, $80 like I was just then, but I had 2 sessions in between that. I am trying to record every session, and then what I'll do is just release the best session I can give. And yeah, anyway, 7-2 gonna open. Do have an open ender with the bottom pair. He's got a spade, he's got the call. All right, got bottom second pair with sevens. I think we'll get a bet this, and then if he gets called to, we just let go. Give 3-bet kings. Did have a hand where I had an ace king on the last session, and they just hit the jack on the flop, and we spazzed out with top pair, and obviously they had a set, so that was terrible. But we had a call. He's gonna be bluffing sometimes. There you go, like this. We're not cashing out, so we're gonna handle a lot of variance. So ace or a spade comes out, we're in trouble. For a second, I thought he had a straight, but he didn't, luckily. Top pair, back door. Get a call. All right, got a gut shot. I think we can't go anywhere. And just unfortunate, I think. Do we just call this guy off? It's pretty tight. I'm going to fold. We have a ton of outs though, so I think it's profitable. Calling and then folding towards the rivers. If it's short enough stack, I guess we can also just call. Last session, not last session, but last night's session at 10-0 was there's one hand where I really got dominated. So I had ace jack and he had ace queen. He ended up going all in on the turn. I called, and I felt like it was the first time I really had a decent I had a hand that I felt exploited. So, and there's been probably 2 sessions where I totally feel like definitely getting 3-betted on, and I was getting exploited over calling 3-bets as well. So I've got to be really careful with that. If it's a small 3-bet, we can call in position. Other than that, we need to really make a choice and probably fold out a lot more than what we've been calling, because we've been bleeding money as well. Okay, he goes all in with the king, which means he's either got the king or he's got like a set or a funky 2-pair. Gonna call you with 3 diamonds, could change everything here. And I think it's gonna work. There you go. Don't know if you could find a shove there. It's a little bit too wide. Ace queen, just gonna fold this one. Just a small pot. I don't think there's no point fighting over it. All right, hit a bottom pair, but we've got backdoor flush. 2-pair. King gets there. I think we're just going to showdown. I could even fold this. Our 2-pair is just very weak. King gets there. Ace 10, ace queen, ace jack. We don't actually really beat anything apart from a stone cold bluff. It's really hard to bluff at that. 8-7, they're cool. Not the greatest turn card. Really wanted to triple hit trips or okay, so it's an interesting river. we could actually be in front now. They could have flush draws, miss straights. Multi-way pot. I'm going to fold this one. He could be calling with Jack though. I'd rather go check, check, and then just win on the showdown. You got to see that we're beat here. Yeah, Jack. So I was right. Told you at the check. 8-7's in the fold. Considering the small blind. Really need to work our stuff out. Work our shit out, so to speak. All right, we called just to get the queen on the river. It's only a small bet on the turn, so why not? We'll overbet it. Also, I don't know. They're going to call the chops anyway. All right, hit a 10, we're going to call. So way ahead, way behind scenario with 10-7. We'll call with 8s. A flush did come out. I'm just going to call. It could be still wide, but we could be beat here a lot of the time. We could be right sometimes as well. All right, we're going to 3-bet 10-2. 9-5's gone, only for the fact that we now really in trouble with the flush. But yeah, one thing for certain though, we have accumulated a lot of experience in 10 and L. So even though it looks like a major setback, it's not really. I mean, we just have to go back to 5 and L. Oh, that's fine. We just have to just keep concentrating on what we're doing. We're doing a lot of things right, obviously doing some things wrong. Also, our style of poker is very high variance. So can't be surprised for the big swings. So you'll see 1 minute we're at 270 and the next minute we're down all the way down. But it wasn't that long ago before we were sub 100. So we got to remember that. So everything within reason. So we've got to really control ourselves, like from being emotional to it. Just keep positive and just remember it wasn't that far ago that the bottom end of things, we were scraping 60. We're lucky to be above our starting point at one stage. Pretty embarrassing. So we're not near that yet. And plus, since we've dropped down, and plus we've still got the flip and go today. So hopefully then hopefully we get enough time to win the free roll and at least win a ticket to the weekly free roll. And then who knows, we might actually make it to the weekly free roll and then just hit our 1K target just by going deep into that tournament. But I think with something like that, I think you're going to be spending a lot of hours for like a small amount of money. So it's not going to be a big prize pool. It's going to be a lot of places paid. I don't think it's going to be like first prize is like 50 grand or something like that. I think it's going to be like first prize is like 500 or maybe 1,000 if lucky. And then it drops down really fast and you'd probably want to be in the top 5. And other than that, you'll start getting a lot of $20, $30, $5. And then, yeah. So is it going to be worth it? I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at the weekly prize pool. I'm not going to really worry about that until I make that tournament and then we'll work it out. I'd rather make it and then have that problem of wondering if it's worth it. But at the same time, I think it's just good to have a bit of tournament play as well. All right, ace-2, a bit of gut shot. I'm going to bet it actually, but I don't recommend this because it's a multi-way pot. Gut shot there with 8-7, but if the 9 comes out, king queen gets there, so it's an easy fold. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I know, guys, sometimes, I'm too busy playing too many tables. We'll try and, the most I'll play is 6 tables at once. And then off stream, if I want to, I'll play like a lot more tables. But I think I'll only play a lot more tables if I have to drop down. Okay, got raised off the hand. But that's fine. Bad run out for us anyway, so save some money there. Probably should have just checked out a position. That's usually the go. Ace tens a fold unless your opponent's very wide, especially from out of position anyway. All right, Queen Jack. So one of the main features that I've been working on, all in. All right, I'm gonna flat. What happens? He said we suck, so I'm gonna call anyway. He's eight. Okay, it's high variance. We could easily lose this one, but it's just a job. Yeah, see what happens sometimes. We got it in the best, so 9 is a split. Anything saving unless was a 5. But that's fine. At least he said good luck, but he keeps saying the same crap. I think he's trying to tilt us, but we're not easily tilted. Not easily tilted, so he can waste his time. And yeah. Hey, let me know in the comments too. If you ever run into me on the tables, I'd be curious to see like what you think of my table image, and be honest too. You can say I'm a fish. You can say, oh, I'm a competent player. You know, you could throw all the insults you want, but just be honest is where I'm trying to get at. Just want to know, am I someone who's hard to play against? Am I someone easy to play against? What type of play did you find me as when we played each other? Okay. So he's full betted here. I'm gonna call in position. All right, I'm gonna snap this off. He's got a set of aces, so be it. But he's gonna have like ace king sometimes. All right, he's got 2 pair. Not going anywhere with queens. So he wants an ace. All right, if he got king queen, he's got there, but we do block that one. I have to call. Okay. I thought maybe ace king whiffed as well. He found a value bet though. Maybe it was an easy fold. Let me know in the comments. Maybe it's an easy fold though. Or it's one of those ones where we're going to be right some of the time. We play under-repped it a bit. All right, ace king not c-betting this one at all. Like to boast that, not boast, but definitely a spot where we've controlled ourselves a little bit with c-betting. So our game has improved, even though it's got a lot of holes in it still. So we just need to keep plugging away at our weaknesses and go from there. I think we could hear the ace. Hey, baby himself. Be pretty cheeky to do a slight min raise on the river. Yeah. Ace 9, I'm gonna fold. All right, got top pair, so we're gonna bet this one. Got a lot of outs for our opponent. So I'll call with a 2. I just can't bear to do it. Queen 2's folding. All right, ace king. Our opponent 3 bets a lot, so we're gonna 4 bet this one. Probably should 4 bet a little bit larger since it's multi-way. And plus we're out of position, so sizing's a little bit off here. Should have borrowed a went a bit higher, but it still worked anyway, so it's fine. People typically don't 4 bet wide enough, so we can get away with that. Also been testing out a lot of 4 betting. One spot 4 betting from against the big blind from the button or cutoff. Pretty interesting if you have jacks. Because thinking of this way, some opponents will never three bet you without pockets from the blinds. But at the same time, people will, uh, yeah, people will do it with ace king, vice versa. I'm not going to bluff it. I'm just going to fold. You can probably bluff that one. Pocket threes. I'll call with the twos. All right, hit a set. Threes are gone. Why? It's thing. All right, I'm going to call. We really need the board to pair up here. If he shoves all in, it's got to be hard to call. Oh. All right. I think we're gone here. I think we're forced here. He's got a spade. There you go. It's just like the board didn't pair up. It's not like we were drawing dead though. Top pair. I think there's easy fold. All right. Ace king. Got top pair. That's the red guy. Two fold. All right. Check raise 7-6. Flop to straight. And check raise this one now. All right. We have under rep this, but maybe should have bet on the river. All right. So I've got second pair. Don't think how great that one is. I think he's going to miss out a lot here. Might have ace high or five. Nine's an easy fold. All right, we'll call king 10. All right, so we're drawing to the nut flush. The king of diamonds. Do a bet this one. He could have the queen of diamonds. Might even call a jack of diamonds. And he might not have anything as well. That's the one. And easy folds. Ace 7 suited, a good call. All right, we'll flat ace king. Oh, he could also opt to raise here and then just shovel in. Against his range, I think just calling out a position is fine. Keep all his trash in. River call on the river. On the river. Beautiful. Whew, just. All right, ace queen. Get a 3-bet. Yeah, got pretty lucky on that one, I guess. Probably missed a value bet on the river, but I think he's going to fold there a lot. And the reason why I didn't want to 4-bet as well, if he bets there on the flop and the turn, we're just not making to the river. We're just not making that ace. So that's another reason why I decided not to 4-bet as well. Threes, probably should have called. Even though I didn't get 3, but I feel like if the bet's cheap enough, we should always be chasing a little bit. Ace high, just gonna fold that one, even though maybe we still have the best hand. Got the king. We checks here, we find a little value bet on the river. I think we're gonna call this one. King 3, value bets himself as well, so that's fine. We'll win this green. something I haven't done lately is probably labeled enough people, color coded enough people as well. So I really need to, because we've been playing quite a lot now, we need to be really labeling these guys that are, because we're playing a lot now, we need to be really labeling. This guy's quite tight. He's tight. All right, I'm going to 4-bet queens. 3-bets, 7%, which we can handle. Ace, good backdoor, straight draw. All right, nice. Win that with the queen. It's exactly with queens, that was fine. Ace jack suited, get a bet. This queen, let's go. How cool would they say? No backdoor turning into a flush. Still got a straight draw though. Everyone else has probably got a straight draw here. Checks here. I'm just going to value bet the river. All right, calls. Wow, it's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. That's the stuff you want to see. You want to see that. It's the same as the last night's session as well. I just, when I bet and I had ace jack and he had ace queen, it just hurts. Yeah, you got pocket nines and they call with pocket tens. It hurts. All right, the king doesn't play, I don't think. All right, fine. Don't think we could value bet that one. All right, ace jack. Do have the gut shot, so I've got to bluff it. Ace 10's folding pre-flop. And if we're wrong, get the king, they go straight. All right, so the plan this session is just to try and get used to 5 and hell again and try and accumulate a few points as well. We're over that 3,100 now. And that's fine. We just don't want to keep bleeding. We just want to try and get back over 200 as quick as we can. Oh, not as quick. The aim is to get to 200 again and hopefully get some C dollars tonight. And then we haven't got the C dollars as much as we usually do. So I've had a bit of a dry spell with him, and that's fine. We just need to hang in there. Things will turn around. Just remember, we actually got to where we were, $270 worth, twice, not just once. So, once is just a luck. Twice means there's really good promise. So we just need to hold on and, try and get past that $300 mark. It's a little bit of a psychological thing. We're deep stacked, but he's a little bit rose a bit higher. Any other thing to do is 4-bet there and then shove maybe, but with that type of board and really play high variance, but probably not worth it. All right, got 2 pair. We've got actually a book with the ace. Oh, it's just a chop. I got saved by the jack, really. All right. Top pair, backdoor flush. Second pair, did we call it? Probably check fold. We'll overbet this one. We'll 4-bet kings. Jack 9, just really, I don't think we can find a value bet there. Maybe a 10. Another jack. We've been pretty tight though. There was a value bet maybe, or at least a bluff. All right, pocket kings took it down pre-flop. All right, just set in position. Need to bet this one. There is a lot of dangers there. And he just instantly folds anyway. Tragic. One table just gathering up nicely, almost at 20. I reckon rule of thumb is for a bankroll management standpoint, you should never be able to bet more than 10% of your entire bankroll in one go. Sort of makes sense. All right, I'm going to call sixes. Terrible four for sixes, isn't it? Yeah, we need a lot of apple. I got a three bet at Queen Jack. Perfect. What do we look like? Hold on a sec. Yeah, 6%. That's pretty tight. It's pretty good. That's a healthy amount. Not really exploited there. When we three bet wide. I mean, you want to somewhat have a tight image, but you're just going to get four betted relentless like we are to certain people. All right, got a call and a lot of calling out of positions. All right, here to king straight draw. We can check raise this one. King five's called no. All right, check raise. It's a bluff. Wow. He must have folded. Wow, that was a good raise. Good shove. So it's one area that I've been trying to work on, getting those down. I can end up in 10. Just remember, our hand reading will get better and better as we keep playing. I'm going to fold king 10. The reason is we've got poison cards. 83 bets too wide. We're going to bet this one. He's going to fold out a lot. He'll keeping kings and aces though. So we're accumulating that way. It's only the post flop scenarios that in those situations we need to work on a bit. So we're sort of exploiting ourselves by probably getting too sticky rather than just letting a hand go. All right, got an open ender with eights. All right, that's very betting. I might call this 7 or a 6 here. King 10's no good here. Got a gut shot on backdoor flush. All right, is there got a straight here? All right, we'll just jam it. We've got the straight and a flush draw. Even if you've got 5-6, we're in trouble, but you need a call. Dave Kingston. Oh, he does. Perfect. We're going to bet this one. Position. No, it's a nice hand. Surely he doesn't get a bad beat out of it. There's a jack on the river. Missed up. Let's go with the 10s. All right, I open the ace queen offsuit. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, keep the journey, join the journey. Gonna be a lot of roller coasters. We're going to value bet the river here with the king. You might call the queen, maybe jacks or tens or something like that. Maybe an eight. Yeah, queen. Nice. So there is a lot. I don't know if we could bet larger. So the question is, ask yourself, what type of hand do they have? Do they have value hand, showdown value hand, or just air? They've got like a showdown value type hand. We can't really bet too big. If they've got like a valued hand, well, we've got to make sure we can beat them. All right, if you're set, got to overbet this one. Defend queen nine. Probably just gotta let this one go. No heart. 6-5, got a call. It's not great. Right, and taking away. And people don't typically fold enough, fold enough, bluff enough in the big blind. 6-5, what a run out. Ace-8, we're still beating. Didn't think would win that one. All right, we need to bet this one. Hit the ace, so why not? Also, we're playing against Sketchy there, so he's targeting us there. All right, cut shot. Do we call one more? I'm not going to. There is some poison coming out. 6-5 is letting go. All right, 7 suited. Yeah, I just need to make sure we we'll just go put in the red. 3 bets. Just gonna fold this one. Oh man, should have called. Should have called. Could have been easy money, easy triple up. Open end up really after a 4. We'll pull out this guy now with the flush. We'll bluff it. No, we could easily have had a 7 there. Also labeled in green, which means he doesn't really hand read the table that well, or hand read the cards. So we consider him somewhat of a fish, I guess you'd say. You just got to target. Just make sure we label those people red that are very tight, especially with 3 bet. And also the people that have played like 1,000 hands against or more, we just start labeling a certain color as well. 65 big blinds, unless someone else calls. I think we're not playing this one. All right, pocket queens in the top right. Yeah, easy 5 for 5s. 2 for 2, we're going to call. All right, now we have a gut shot and we're drawing to a straight draw and the flush. Go value bet, you might call ace high. It's pretty tight though. You 3 bets here. I'm going to 4 bet. No, I'm going to fold. Maybe it was a little bit too tight. I mean, a little bit too loose. All right, we're going to call. No ace or king. We're just playing purely high variance here, not just accepting high variance. It is what it is. We know we got it in good. That's fine. All right, queen 10, top pair. Three bet ace 10. Very deep. Really big bet. All right, got aces. Should have bet a little larger. Got shot with ace jack. Yeah, queen 10's gone. All right, got the ace. I'm going to bet again. He could easily have a queen. Hopefully he hasn't got a set. Shoves a land. We've got the ace of diamonds. So it's going to be less likely he's got a flush draw. Check it a jam, but he could easily have a set. He's laughing like a dickhead, but it's nice build. He'll be still down here in the dwellings and will be like way above in the future, but he can laugh all he wants. How big do we bet anyway? Raised 40. I just did 2. Okay. Exposed king. Hopefully he isn't going to set. I'll be upset. Take all the time you want and turn up with king queen or king jack. Okay, got a gut shot and a flush draw. Could check raise jack 8. Over betting jack 8. Wow, he called with a jack. A 10. All right, beautiful. Have to call. Wow, got us back. You got us twice. Got us twice. That's sketch. Yeah, oh dear. Can I afford another free card with all the draws out there? 7 could be good, but I meant to bet higher. Wasn't as quick. All right, let's get check here. All right, nice. It was just like they bet on the turn, just one big blind. Better than nothing. All right, we'll pull A7 suited. All right, we've got jacks this time. Let's see if someone 3 bets this time. All right, this time we just call. You could have 10s here. Or 9s. Yeah. King jack, ace on the river. It's Wi-Fi. I think king high is good enough there, but you never know. I will pull a7, ace, queen suited. All right, go back door. It's a little bit too high, but we do have a lot of turns. That is not one. All right, ace7. And we've got aces going. Probably wasn't a call with ace queen. This guy's pretty loose though, so far from what we've seen. All right, pocket queen, ace nine. Got fires. It's full. That's 3-bet fives. We got a bad king jack suited. So we've got a gut shot. Oh, let's still bring that back a little bit. Wow. Still wish I folded those aces. I guess it was pretty obvious. And since I've labeled them red, I should know that they're going to be pretty tight. So should be folding against them, when, especially when against the shove. Slowly getting points now. That's fine. All right, bottom pair. Ooh, accidentally folded queens. Didn't land that one. You actually hit quads or something. We should say we've saved ourselves from aces and kings. No, fives again on the same table. All right, hit a straight. I got to raise this one. Yeah, I missed everything. Missed the jack, missed the diamond. Jack and diamonds would have been really nice. All right, queens, get a 3-bet. Don't really have enough hands on him to label him. Big ghoul. Oh, straight almost. 7-6. Easy fold. Queen jack suited. All right, here we go. Here's a bit of fun. I missed it anyway. Against John, do we just call? I think he's targeting us, actually. He's on our left twice. This is not by design, it's by choice, I guess. Those are good 10 cards. But we're going to fold. All right, we're going to keep an eye out for him. 5 on the river. Don't think we can value bet. More like a bluff, really. No heart. But we got the bluff out the way. Pulled 1. We got on there in the river. Cheeky. Eight comes out, the queen plays. Rookie gets straight. Jack 4 suited. 2 pair. Open ender. Raise it up. Get a free card to the river. Hopefully we calls here. And we'll check you out to us. No, but we'll call anyway. Missed everything. Unfortunate. All right, gut shot. Second pair. Old sauce. 6-4 is no good. The 9 goes all in. Great. So no, thank you. What is going on that table? Interesting folds here, actually. I'll put him as yellow. He's going to fold. He's just saving face. Saving face. Oh, he calls. What the? Oh, wow. Okay, calls. We would have won the hand. Never been a triple. I'll try and get a 5. Open ender with the back door. With 9-6. Question is now, what does he do? I think we just fold here, but should have bet the turn, actually. I think the ace comes out, he's safe now. The trace is deep. Seems all the cards are around threes at the moment, so it might be a good one to follow. Just all these cool ones. And there you go. Please, please don't have 6-5. You just gotta jam it. They just know. Maybe they don't. Their image is pretty loose. Maybe he thinks we do it with jacks. If they can think that we do it with jacks, then they're calling it off with kings and aces. You want the heart to come out. All right. Not sure what now, but still another diamond. If a diamond comes out, the 8 of diamonds would be good. Check on the river. It'll be an easy fold. He didn't three bet us, but he could just have an ace and he's got it, the book. I think fold equity's gone. Could easily have a book here, so could lay down for ace king. We'll raise it up for 6 foot suited. There, we'll make you a regular. All right, we got kings and jacks. Just have one stab at it. Going to 4-bet jacks here. Top set. Unfortunate. Oh, need a book on the flop. Just trying to aim those over bets a little bit, just to try and get more value, and also helps with the bluffing. That's show a queen, king 9. Queen 5's going. No 10. So, yeah, maybe could have bluffed at it. That's also fine. I mean, they're small pot. 3-betting 8s. Like an 8 on the turn. Get a bit into us. Call on there. You might have a queen. If that's the case, we can't continue. Okay. How or why is this guy? He's a player. Should have really shoved her on the turn. Now we're just awkward here. If you had a smallish, I think he's just jamming there, but should we jam on the turn? No, 2 pair. 1 pair. Okay. I think it's not great. Run out for 7-4. There's a chance though. I need another 5. Yeah, we're still accumulating, but 130. So we'll be down this session as well. All right, flush draw. Do we raise this big ghoul? We'll be careful of advertising gel as well. Open ender. Nice. In it to win it. Probably not a great motto, especially in the small blind. Gut shot. Deep stacked. It's not what we wanted. Wanted to see a 6 and just double up. It's an easy fold. Yeah, don't make me show. I'm embarrassed. He's slow playing position, open ender. Still missing. Open ender again. On the river. To raise it up. 10-8. Proper twos. You need to stop calling. He did shove the dice king, I guess. Guess we're never falling here. Did you think we could do it with ace king or ace queen? How good's our image? Because depending how wide he calls. There is your answer. Any trips? Ooh, if they just set. The worst river. The only hand that we beat, he's got 7-5. Straight flush draws. 9 of clubs comes out. We've got something strange coming in. We still really. All right, hit trips. All right, we'll fold. Jack. Couldn't really find the barriers. All right, hidden ace. Now what? All right, missed a 5 or a 6, so it's easy fold. Deep stack's going to fold. Green pairing up's not a bad card for us, but depends if he likes it or not. All right, top 2. Not cashing out. Of course. No, nice pot for that. Sort of guess that makes sense now that you can see that we're not cashing out, so the variance is much higher now. Yeah. 2 pair. Okay, 3-2 got there. All right, you got kings, jacks, and jack 10. Bottom pair. All right, so you got nines. Nines? Don't think three's getting there. Well, we'll bet the flush with flush draw. All right, ace 10. Let's go. Well, okay. Kind of stings. Look at the line. Wait, why did he get the chips and I didn't? He gets big hand. Bit annoying. Bit annoying. They owned ourselves. Now we're getting smashed. Okay. Oh, smash it. If we went in front the whole time, we'll dominate the whole time. Oh wow. Ace Queen. You could do this King Eye, I guess. Jack. Bit of a hero call, but it's not great. And up there in the river green. Open endo. Check raise open endo. Drain like God against us. Figure straight then, so Ace hole, call. Be amazing if 7-6 wins that one. Rips. Gut shot. You pan. You go easily have 2 pan now. No, that got a set. Yeah, the fun, no. Jack 9, gut shot. A double gun. Hey, you're annoying, that's about it. Two pen. No way. It stinks when you fold and you hit a set. Hmm. Yeah, straight draw, flush draw. Can't fold this one. One more. Come on, I need that card. Card? Yes. Fuck. Oh, double drop. That's tough. That is hard. Never folding. Finally. These checks call. Flush draw. Straight draw. Oof. All right, hit a 7. All right, jacks. Deep stacked. Got him. Got him. Got a lot of barrel cards coming. Really? Gotta really stop doing that. Top 2. Oh, okay. Maybe we should quit. Can't show them. Everyone do this one. Go, sure. Double go. All right. That's it. Done. It ain't great.